Hey guys, James here. We are back in Heartland Horizons. Um, First thing we're going to be doing today is, and probably for most of this episode, we are going to be working on setting up a starting layout for what is going to turn into the major city of this region. So you can see I was doing a little bit of experimenting off camera. And what I'm doing here is, what I want here is these railroads. I want to have a little bit of a bridge over this, an overpass, you could also call it, so that we aren't interfering with the railroad at all. So that is kind of the first thing I wanted to do here. We're gonna go ahead and do this. What the world? Weird things are happening. I'm also City Skylines 2 is just it's not the game I wanted it to be, and I don't think it's the game a lot of people wanted it to be. After this series, whenever I get tired of it or the game starts lagging, I'm probably going to start a City Skylines 1 series. I have to re-download that, mods and stuff. I feel like I gotta redo that now. Okay. So, go back into this. Can I get it to say, will this do it? Okay, so that fit flat. Problem is, that's a lot. That is not what I want. Absolutely disgusting. Not high enough in the first place. To redo this. Probably end up going like that. Try this again. This curve to be like right there. Then there. That looks a bit better. I think what we could go ahead and do here is we could force that to be grounded. That. And I do like the curve there. That's a curve works with what I was wanting to do. Don't want to go that far. Actually, you know what? That'll be fine. Let's do that, but we're gonna actually add retaining wall. Where were... I would like... Second here. Add in... Here. Update. Go back to standard. That stays as is. That. Okay. That is pretty much what I'm looking for here. This, a little bit of an issue here. So, I think this is a little creek bed that runs through here. And obviously we can't, with City Skylines maps, we can't model that perfectly. So, I might mess around off camera with attempting to get a very small creek to run through here. But I don't know if it's gonna work or not. So, next thing, we have this highway. I think it stays a highway all the way. Okay. Runs all the way to here. We're gonna go ahead and grab this. And if we were to run this at 180, save there. Okay. Throw in just a little bit of an S curve here. Okay. So, do that. Now, as of right now, these are going to be our main roads through town. The problem with these, that these are probably going to need to be updated in the future with the amount of traffic. And so, as of right now, we're going to leave these. But when we need to in the future, it's going to be a complete, like, rebuild of those roads along there. We're going to have to, like, completely delete them and rerun wider roads. So that's going to be something that we'll do as we develop the city a bit more. I don't want to just preemptively throw in a bunch of 4-lane roads everywhere. I kind of want to make it organic, how we develop this town. And so with that, what we're going to do here, we've got the railroad coming. Got this little road back. I think, take a look at the topography is not great. Our best place for some train stations, like freight stations, gonna be like here, along here, on the other side of the river. So we'll probably have to end up doing something like that. This could honestly be turned into an industrial park over here. Something. But yeah, the railroad infrastructure is very interesting. It's very thorough what they put in this map. What is this? Is this a highway here? This is a highway as well. That's interesting. How am I going to connect that up? Okay. Interesting. That's weird here. That's going to be this is going to be a place. As I'm saying this, I remembered I was going to put a little town in over here. We aren't going to do that right now. We're doing what I said we're doing. This could be an interesting place for some, like, nicer housing back here in the woods, although the topography looks absolutely insane back here. Yeah, so maybe along here we could have some of that housing, but yeah, back here is maybe a couple houses out on dirt roads or something, like big mansions out there or something. Right now though, what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna throw a roundabout at this intersection, and we are going to take it, go medium maybe. Yeah, we should probably do medium. Okay. That'll work. All right. So we've got this intersection here, which is, I mean, everything is good except for this here. They can take those, but they had them like not properly done. Same thing here. Safe. I want to make sure these are set up properly before we get a lot of traffic coming in. No, it probably really won't. U-turns and unsafe. Rid of. Is this highway along here is potentially going to have a ton of traffic. So I want this at-grade intersection to... Honestly, it should probably have lights. For now, we're going to leave it, though. We have another at-grade intersection here. I'm not going to worry about this one at the moment. But we could add in a smaller, like, trailer park area down here or a commercial hub. That we have this, which is an overpass situation with another 4-lane highway. So that is coming. This needs changed. Your turns and unsafe. This does not need to do that. You can. Nice. That is going to. This will probably end up changing into a 4. So that'll be like the start point. Along here, there, crossing over the rail here. Okay, that's room. This isn't a complete freeway. There are still dirt roads connected. Got that big intersection, which, I mean, it should run well enough. It's a big intersection. It's got a lot of capacity in it. So we'll see how that lasts, but if we need to, we'll make changes in it. Okay. So, for the moment, I think this is good enough where we want to be. Let's add one more little thing here. There's no. We bring this road in. Let's off of here. Add a curve. Just to add another little connection there. Do that. Okay. So now we can come in here and we need to set up a bit of a grid pattern. First thing we're gonna do though is we're gonna get our spot where we're gonna break our grid set up right away. So right here where the grid already appears to be messed up, we're gonna come off and go here. Okay, and so we go here 60 and 96. Okay, so that's going to be our like main grid middle here. We're going to go 160 down 60. Okay, so here this is a little bit of a creek here, so we're gonna come along here and do a angled road here. Go like 60 degrees. Okay. Then I want to let's come off of here. I think we said 96. Our block. We're gonna bring this down to here. And then all right, hold on a second. Go 96. I want to make sure that I'm doing this as correct as I can. I do want to keep this block size out the city as much as I can. Obviously, this block, little small, but so this, we're to keep going with. Okay. We're gonna redo this. Now that we've got that put in, we're gonna go here. That. Okay. I'm thinking about this. So, I remember cricket. I want to experiment on this. I can't remember if this is how I this or throw that in there. When I delete that. No, okay, it did what I was expecting. I was thinking the wrong way. Okay, so what we want to do here, we want to grab like a one lane, one road. Not gonna be good enough. How about a one-way alley there? That'll be what we're gonna turn off snapping. Okay. Can we? I want to see what this looks like in here. That'll actually work. Okay. So, what this is for is help out, get rid of this. U-turns. This, not go that way. Go that way. This road, not do this. And go. You can do everything. You can do that and that. You can go here and here. That, and okay. So that is that. This one will need a traffic light. Okay. And so that is this little area down here, just to kind of throw off the grid system a little bit. Here, I want this. That off. That. Okay. Now, can I? Can I grab grid here and here? Oh no. Maybe next time before I do that, I should. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's hold off on that for now. Okay. So, what I want to try and do here is go 160. We force it to be on the ground. I don't know why we're elevating here. Oh, that's why. Okay. All right. Okay. Go here. 160 by 96 by 96. I'm so confused. What? That tool. That tool sucks. Oh my lord, that tool is not. I must have done it incorrectly, but oh my god, that was bad. Okay. Does it explain? Place point A and B, then drag sideways to create a perfect grid. No. Okay. We will do this the old-fashioned way. Here, we are going to go all the way up this road. Oops, I broke my grid. I'm following the guidelines. Don't follow the guidelines. I think for this block, just so we can get a street that connects across there, we're going to do that. Hop back into the 96. Okay. That is that. Let's go. Just going to keep throwing these blocks in. Okay. All right, for now, I think we're going to sit with that. So, what we're going to do, we're going to unpause here. I would like... This is going to kind of be our downtown area. Well, downtown. I don't know if it's going to stay downtown during the whole thing, but for now... So, first thing we're going to do, we're going to grab USA Southwest low-density housing, and we're going to spam it on the inside of all of these. So, we're going to go... all of that. Now, I think I were to go in here, go to buildings, go residential. Get out of the road quick. Okay. All right, it's still gonna have me doing road tool. Just grab a building for now. So, filters. I want northeast and southwest, and I would like all of them. Okay. I think what we're gonna do here is we will do a completely custom downtown here. So I've got to work. Got some mixed. Let's see what we have here. I want to see what this looks. That actually looks really. So we're gonna kind of continue along with this. Now, is this actually going to do things? Yes, it will. Okay. So let's go along here. I want to see what we can find that will. We can fit one that goes in a. I don't want one that small though. There's like a 4x2 or a 3x2. That would have been great. It's not terrible. I don't want to use the same thing. I guess we could do something. Yeah, we'll do something like that. I want to check something here. Let's go. Plop the growables. Lock building levels when plopped. I think I want to do this because I want this downtown to remain how I'm developing it. So we're gonna do this. That these get locked at this level. Make sure these ones. Okay. So go back in here. Grab this. We're gonna go middle. Westwood Center. Okay. Can I go around here? And I want to add wide sidewalk. Actually, you know what? I don't want it. Do I? You know, no, we'll allow parking. So did this one? Yes. Okay, that one came in locked. So keep going here. Look, I am a little quiet during this. I apologize for that. Really trying to focus. I want this to look pretty cool, and well done. Small moat there, and hotel. Fit like something that is too wide here. Get a little that. Oh, that'll work. So did that. Along here, what we're gonna do, housing and okay, yeah, so mixed house. We're gonna go. We have for little offices. So not necessarily that, but I want at least greater than the depth. Imperial State Building. Nope. All right, I don't necessarily want anything that tall. Very height filter. There is. There we go. We can do something like that. That's a little too boxish for what I want. That's too big. This could be like I don't know if I want this here. We aren't gonna put that is a little too big. Big. Let's do like a level 5 6x6 office. Back about right here. You'll see what I'm kind of looking to do with these. That and have some. Let's see if we can grab some like what am I doing here that okay, so we have some residential row housing. I don't really want those nicer ones. Maybe some of these down. Good lord, that text is so small. Can I? Okay, add a few rows of housing along there. Then we're gonna switch over. UK, not really. Okay, let's switch away from row and go like medium. A bit big. German mix. German stuff isn't terrible, except no, I can't really put that in at all. That a little bit. Okay. So along here, we need to make sure that we're filling this in. So we need to go equals 4 any okay. So I need a, if we can get a 4x4. Okay. So it needs to be a 3x4. That's about as big as I want to get back here. Okay, so next thing on our list, we have a 2x3. I don't like that. Like it doesn't touch. That is closer, and that one will. So before I continue finishing that up over there, I want to. What's next? Thinking. So, goal here. Let's turn off guideline. Okay. Throw a little alley in here. I want to throw some parking back here. This can fit in. Okay. What I'm gonna do this alley this way. Can I fit something in back? We've got like all single row, medium single row. So back here, we might have to like throw in a park or something. I don't know how we'll do that, but I think that's kind of goal I want to go with right there. As for this, I want to move it. I want to make sure this is like that it looks like it's part of the same parking lot. Okay. And so let's finish up our block along here. We're gonna throw in a little bit. 3. Put a 3x4 in here. Go ahead and see if we got one. And I don't want to dig here. I don't want to do. whatever. Okay, yeah, no, that just looks floating sign and everything. What about something like this is? Then we could maybe it's just motorcycle parking. We could do that there. Throw a little bit more back. Too big. And maybe it'd be best to see if we can get another building thrown in. Office, maybe? What do we got here for space? We got a 3x4 potentially. Yeah, so 3x4 we could. What do we have for offices? It's a little out of place in between these two smaller buildings. I think we go with this one. Kidding. You know what? This will probably. That'll probably do right there. Okay. Now, that's a decent little zone there. But what I want to do along here, and for this, we're just going to do actual... okay, so we don't have any row... So we have row zone, mixed housing, these mixed, medium density row, northeast, medium, southeast. Okay. So along here, this is going to be the southwest. I want this to be northeast row, as well as this and here. Okay. This is gonna look weird when it comes in. Medium density, I do want to add north medium density over here. And out. Okay. We're gonna see what that looks like when it comes in. Now that's a lot of population coming in. We do have some commercial stuff down here as well. But along here, actually, you know what? This all needs. Okay. I want that to be there. So we're gonna go low density. Go northeast low density. Southeast. Here. Here. And throw some in back here. all the way along here. Okay. See what that looks like. Comes in. Speed it up. Holy cow, this video has been 46 minutes. Okay. Houses coming in out here. Yeah, one thing I miss from City Skylines 1 is, I mean, I think I say it in every video probably, is the lack of an asset editor is absolutely killing. I mean, there's the issues behind the scenes with like simulation and stuff, and just technical issues that weren't coded properly. But the lack of the like ability of the community to add in assets reliably, easily, is just awful. I hate it. It absolutely sucks that you can't. And I think if they don't get that figured out by the end of 2025 here, I don't know. I don't know if this game is gonna be make a comeback. It's rough that they haven't got that stuff figured out yet. So, all right. I think I'm gonna end this episode here. This little town came in pretty nice. We will definitely keep on expanding it. I'm gonna try and kind of use these forests that are out here as natural barriers of development. So I'm not just gonna completely just run right up to the railroad or anything like that. I want it to kind of fill in through there. We'll let these creeks kind of influence how we develop. You kind of saw how I was doing that back here, different road layouts, and how I was zoning stuff, trying not to get rid of trees as I could. So next episode, we will develop a district here. Again, guys, give me some names, towns, cities, whatever you want. I will do it. And yeah, we'll get services set up for this, and figure out maybe where we want to put a high school. Thinking maybe back in good spot. So we'll get into that in the next episode. I think this turned out all right. It's not perfect. In reality, I could probably go in here and fill this in with concrete, because I mean, I don't think they have this much grass in their downtown area. And same back here, but I should have thought about what I was using before I did this. Like before we end the video here, if I go here and go lot depth greater than 4, all widths, all packs, but new row. So, there's no row housing or anything that is deeper than 4. And so I should have thought of that, and I didn't. And so that's why we have this little gap back here. And it could be a way where if I like delete 2 of these on the end, it wouldn't even work on that either. I don't think we have a parking lot that is like deep and only 2. You have to go 3. That would things. Dang, that sucks. It'd be nice if I had like a parking road. I mean, we do have parking roads. No, I could. Again, I'm just thinking of things, guys. Let's go ahead and try this real quick before I end this video. We're gonna delete those. We're gonna unzone back here. And let's say I just go and grab... How do we want? Perpendicular parking, angled parking alley. That's too wide. Angled parking alley, 3. Dang it. Okay. So could we do like a... have one of these. A little too wide. It's 2.2. So we had a 2-lane alley with only one side of parking. That's something we could do. Let's do this real quick. Go all the way in here. All right. Then I want to go to Road Builder. Grab this road. Okay. And I want to add parking on this side. And angled parking. Markings. Okay. Then I want to grab this road. Okay. We're going to delete this road now. Go back here. We're going to grab this road. And that is perfect for what I wanted to do. Okay. That is a way we can fill in if we need to somewhere. I like that. I hope you guys like that, saw that. That will actually work out really. So that, I'm going to end this one, guys. I'm going to get this out right as I get done recording this, because it is Thursday night. And you guys missed this one because I didn't have it recorded on. And I missed Monday's episode. So that, I'm going to end it here, guys. Thank you again for tuning in. Let me know any feedback you guys have. What you think about maybe doing a City Skylines 1 series where we really focus on like aesthetics and stuff. I really want to do that. It takes time and patience. And sometimes when I don't receive feedback, I kind of just get to the point where I'm like, all right, I'm going to build the city as big as I can and keep going. So let me know what you guys think. And yeah, let me know your thoughts on City Skylines. How you think Fossil Order and Paradox are handling this. I'll see you guys in the next one.